not gonna take your shit.
Hey Tooth, it's your girl Ty. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know, you know what I'm saying? Let me know you joined the family by commenting below so I can know you joined, so I can talk to you. So anyway, let's just get right into this video. We're going to be talking about podcasts and book recommendations that I personally love to die for. If y'all see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at my notes that I have written down. But let's just talk about podcasts and books and like why you should listen to them and why I personally recommend them, sometimes even over music. It's because personally with me, I'm somebody who's really influenced by my environment and by the things that I listen to, the things that I consume. Like, I'm just very affected by it, and most people are, they just don't like recognize that about themselves, because they don't notice how, like, they're not very self-aware, so they don't really pay attention. Like, damn, I'm always sad when I listen to this sad ass Summer Walker song about a nigga cheating and my nigga been cheating, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, dang, like, you kind of gotta feed your mind and feed your body what is gonna help your body, you know? Like, sad music is cool, don't get me wrong. I love me a good Summer Walker song. I love me some good, like, sad R&B, some fucking rap. I love all of that, but I have to be, like, kind of mindful of how much I'm consuming of it. And especially since now I work at Amazon, I'm like in my little station like all fucking day, not doing nothing. So it's just like I be fucking bored and I be listening to music, and then I be wondering why my mood down. But it's like the type of music I listen to a lot of different type of music, but the type of music that I like gravitate to all the time is, you know, that kind of Summer Walker mood type of sound, you know? So I recently just started listening to podcasts maybe like 2 months ago, and I have like a lot of podcasts that I love, and all of these podcasts are like Black girl friendly. Like, they're all about Black women. Now, if you're not Black, I'm sure you could listen to it and get something out of it, you know, of course, but their podcast is dedicated to Black women, and I love that for us. Like, I love that we have a space that's like for us. Now, if you white and you want to listen to it, I guess that's fine. You know, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but these are meant for Black women. So let's just get right into it. So the first one I have is the affirmations for Black girls. I love this podcast so much. This is probably like my favorite podcast to listen to, and I'm so upset because she hasn't made anything else, but I love listening to her. She's such a big inspiration. She wants to be an actress, and she lives in LA, and she talks about just basically like real life shit, like being able to get over people, being able to know what you want out of a partner, being able to pick the right friends, being able to set boundaries with yourself and others, being able to understand your personal space, like just so much stuff. Like, she's really taught me so much. Like, she's literally like my big sister, and she don't even know me. She literally don't even know who I am. Like, love her to death, love her to pieces. Now, the only thing I will say, if you're not very Christian-y, she does make a lot of Christian, you know, Bible-y type references, and personally that's not my speed, but the message of what she's saying is so real and so needed. So definitely love her. I don't remember her actual name right now, but definitely love her. And then we have the Hottie Life podcast. I love Hottie Life. I watch all her videos, and she's like an astrologer, intuitive type of person, and you know, that's her like profession or whatever. And she makes a lot of videos kind of like talking about a lot of the astrological events that are going on, both on a like global aspect but also on like an individual. And I really like that because, like, child, like, I need somebody to tell me what's going on, because I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm really into astrology and I'm into my tarot and all that, but like, I feel like astrology is one of those things that is endless. Like, you are always learning something. Like, I feel like I personally feel like I know a lot. Like, I know a lot of people tell me, oh my God, girl, you be knowing so much, da da da. But girl, like, I literally feel like I don't know shit. And her podcast is really be helping me, and it really like kind of sets it up to where I kind of can start understanding like what certain things would look like or pan out in, you know, the 3D world. So yeah, love her. She's super sweet, super nice. Again, another Black woman. And I wouldn't say her podcasts are like dedicated to Black women. They're more dedicated to astrology, so anybody can listen to them. So there's that. Then we have a Black Girl's 20s. So she's like really fun. She's really funny, really cute. She doesn't make really long podcasts, so you might have to, like, you know what I'm saying, like flip through her stuff a little bit. You know, you might have to, you know, because the other two, they make really long podcasts. Like their podcasts would be like 20, 30, 40 minutes, an hour to 2 hours. Like they'd be kind of long. Hers are like 15, 20 minutes, but they're great and they're super funny. Like she's super entertaining. So, you know, if you want to keep, it feels like you on the phone with your homegirl talking. Like it's a real like funny little conversation, it feels like. The next one is the Brown Girl Self-Care. I love this one. It's super sweet, super just like gives me the advice I need, I feel like. I really like this podcast. I don't listen to it as much, but I definitely do like enjoy it, and I will definitely listen to it. Especially if I like can't find anything else to listen to. Like that is like my next go-to. And it's, again, brown girl, it's black, creative, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's meant for black women. But I'm not saying, like, I don't want to sound like I'm being an asshole. So, like, if you want to listen to it, by all means, do what you want to do. I'm just telling you that the creator did not intend it for you, you know? Then we have I think her name is Naya Ivy. I think that's how you say her name. I really hope I didn't butcher that. But I've been loving this girl for the longest. Like, before I even knew she had a podcast, like, I've been watching her for a long time. I didn't even know she had a fucking podcast until, like, I think I was on her Instagram and I saw she said something about a podcast. I said, oh my God, like, I definitely need to get her to have a podcast because she posts a lot of, like, just a lot of content like that, like, talking about those kind of issues and things of that nature. But I didn't know she had, like, long, drawn-out podcasts where she's actually, like, diving deep into these topics and really, like, giving her opinion on them. So, love that. Love her. Yeah. Let's move into some books. That's really all the podcasts I have, but as I said before, a lot of them are like kind of focused on black women and that type of thing. And if you're not black and you're watching me and you feel like left out, I'm sorry, but this is how we felt a long time ago, so get over it. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is the You Are a Badass. I'm going to put that picture, like the picture of the book right here. I haven't finished this book, but I'm like in the process of reading it and I fucking love it. Like it's so okay. Let's talk about one thing. The terminology and the way she writes is so refreshing because I have another book over there that I'm going to talk about called The Power of Now, and it's so hard to read. And I hate books that are hard to read. Like there's so many complex words and complex sentences to the point where like I'm not no dumbass girl or nothing, but like I need something that I don't have to look up words. Like, I don't have to try to figure out what means what. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just too much. Like, I need somebody to talk to me like they talking to me like they my homegirl or something. Like, just regular talk to me. Like, you don't even gotta... This is not high school. Like, this is not college. I'm not a fucking professor. Like, why are you trying to be all extra with your words? Just be regular. That book over there is not regular. She is super regular. She's super relatable and, like... She's just... I don't know. I just like her writing style. I like it a lot. It's super, like, easy to understand. And she doesn't make things like overly complicated. And I feel like sometimes a lot of self-help books be making things overly complicated. And they just be like, all right, girl, like I'm not even gonna read this because now you're pissing me off. Like you done use like 10 words to basically just say you are in power of your own life. Like you could have just said it like that, but you wanted to make like a whole big old paragraph with like complex sentences and shit saying the same thing. So anyway, there's that. Love that book. Really good book. Really good read. I'm currently reading it now. And so far, I like love it. Like the message. Girl. Then I have Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now that book is more like a financial book. But it still has a lot in there that like I feel like is on the self-development part of things. I mean, self-development and then like developing your finances they can be two different things, but they can also be one and the same. It just depends on how you look at it. But I personally really like this book because it's also like kind of talking about like being comfortable with getting a no. And I feel like a lot of us, at least me, I can talk about myself, I ain't gonna talk about y'all, but with me, I be not doing stuff and like scared to start things because I'm scared of rejection. I'm scared to be told like I don't fuck with your shit. I don't fuck with your content, this, that, and the third. Like, I be, like, really scared and really pressuring myself to be perfect when, like, girl, you don't need to be perfect. And somebody's going to like it. And it's okay that that person don't like it, that person don't like it. But they're not your target audience. And you just move on and you find your target audience. But that's just not how, like, my mind was always, like, my mind was always really scared of, like, rejection and, like, all of that. So one of the big lessons, and I can't remember what number lesson it was, but it's one of the lessons in the book is talking about being okay to say no, and also taking jobs for the skill that you're going to learn, and not for like money, you know, because then that's how you get trapped in that rat race, or that rat that's how you get trapped in the rat tail chase. I can't even talk. I hope I said that right. But yeah, so those are my book and my, you know, podcast recommendations. It's not a lot of books. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really read a whole lot of books. Like, I'll read them, but I'm more of a listener. Like, I like to listen to books and things like that. And I haven't found a whole lot of books that's on YouTube for free. So, especially books that I want to listen to. So when I find some more, I'll make another video telling y'all more about what it is and what it ain't. But as of right now, these are the books and the podcasts that I've personally been listening to that's been helping me so much. And I feel like it's been putting me in this headspace of being like super ready to have progress. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, dog. Like, love that for me.